What's good, YouTube? It's Big Mount Sports talking back here again with another video. And today I'm just here to talk about, do I think NIL is a good thing or a bad thing for college sports? And the reason why I'm doing this video is because basically I seen like Dion, he lost a whole bunch of kids. And basically I remember he said a lot of the reasons why he couldn't keep the kids that he lost before is because other teams was offering more money and he couldn't, that's why he couldn't retain his players. And that happens a lot in college sports. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of players, if they do good in a year on a lower school, big schools already in their DMs offering them bags before it's even time. But do I think so? This basically made me think like, is NIL a good thing or a bad thing? I think NIL was a great thing. I ain't gonna lie. I do think they need to do some regulations to better it, but I do think it's a good thing. One of the reasons why I think it's a good thing is because I think it's good that these kids are actually starting to earn money. Because shit, before if you was a college athlete, if you go to McDonald's and they end up giving you a free sandwich, somebody tell on you, you could be in trouble for losing your scholarship. I think that's crazy that you can make millions off a kid, but then as soon as I try to get some of my own money off my own name, it's a problem. So I think that's a good thing that they're paying. I do think I do think that's a good thing that they're paying. Another good thing I do like about it is that it kind of I'll say made college sports more competitive. Like if you think about it, the big schools was Alabama, like all the big schools, Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State. You always had the big schools. They always get the same get all the good people, always in the national championship hunt every year. You may have a school out the blue come out of nowhere, but it's mostly all the same top big schools. Now look at football, it's a hella good football teams out here now. Basketball, it ain't just North Carolinas and Arizonas no more. Shit, you got everybody competing now. So I do think I really do think that's a good thing. And make college sports more competitive. Uh, I think that's a real reason why a lot of these coaches left too, because they know NIL. It's like shout out to like Nick Saban and all of them. I do think Nick Saban he slick left because he older, but I also think he left because that NIL he understands. I think he understands like, okay, now me just getting players just to come to the to my school to go to the NFL, that joint ain't finna work no more. So I think that's a real reason. I think that's a real reason why all these legendary basketball and football coaches left, because now it's like other schools is actually starting to compete with them. You can't just use my hey, I send kids to the league. That ain't gonna work no more, boy. Now it's shoot, you send kids to the league, but also I want to get paid while I'm in there too. So also with the good things, I do think it's some bad things about NIL. I do think there should be a set limit on how much a program can pay players. Like I think it's unfair that like one school, just use back Colorado. I don't know how much money they spend, but let's just say Colorado, they only can spend 10 million a year on their football team, but you got LSU spending gave Lane Kiffin what 25 million. Texas Tech, you don't know how much they got. They to So you see what I'm saying? I do think they need to just set a limit. Like just make it like NFL, have a salary cap. Like okay, this is the amount of money you spend, and this is as much as you can spend. No more, no less. I do think they should do that because it's unfair. Like, shoot, think about it. I'm a Michigan fan, and what Dave Portnoy and what's his name? It was like what the fourth richest man in the world went together to get Bryce Underwood. Like I think with your school, I'm all with it, but then it's like it's kind of unfair too. So I do think they need to set a rule on that. Yeah, and also I think what they should start doing is like what they're doing at like Penny Hardaway. He finding his players like if you late to practice, you miss classes, stuff like that. I think they should do that too because basically these kids semi-pro now. So you should treat them like pros, basically. Like if you mess up, you gotta pay for it. So I do like that. And just the last thing I don't like about it, I mean, no, I don't like about it, but I do agree with what colleges are doing is put in the rules where like if you transfer, you gotta pay us. I do agree with that. Like I ain't finna give you this money just for you to come here and dip. No, you got to fill out this contract, or if you ain't gonna fill out this contract, give me my money back. So I do think more schools should put that in a clause, but I don't think I actually think NIL is a good thing for college sports. So yeah, question of today is: do you think NIL is a good thing or a bad thing for college sports? Y'all know my answer. I think it's a good thing. So yeah, make sure you put it in the comments what y'all think, and make sure you put why. And yeah, make sure you also like and subscribe. Peace.